everybody, it's Lisa, the original designing diva. I'm going to do an update on my planner that I'm going to be using and the layout for 2021. I did a video, I think last week, on this planner that I had set up. I had it all set up. I had all good intentions to use it. Everything was all good to go in it. I had my calendar all done. I had all my sections pretty much done. I don't know, it just wasn't bringing me any joy. I'm not quite sure why. I think maybe because I am so used to doing my own dividers and things like that. I'm not sure. They were beautiful dividers. I purchased them from an Etsy shop, and I was happy with them. I don't know. I don't know what the problem was. So I decided, okay, I was going to go into an A5. I was going to try, maybe it was the size that wasn't working for me. So I decided to try going into an A5, and I pulled out, it's a recollections planner. It was one of the last things I bought at Michael's in Connecticut. It is a black patent cover, and the inside is a rose. It's a pink, but it's a metallic-y pink. It's the prettiest planner. I've had it in a muslin bag. We've been here now, what, 2 years? I don't know. I can't bring myself to use the planner. It's so pretty. I don't want to do any damage to it, so I quickly put that back. And I have a white Foxy Fix A5, but I never really liked that planner. It's too floppy, and I don't have it handy. I know I've done videos on it before. I know I have done it in other videos, and it's not my favorite planner. So I decided, I found this. Actually, I was hunting for this. I have I think it's mulberry color. It's a purple color that I found right away, and I really wanted this color. This is the color I really wanted to work with. And I finally found it. And so I was like, okay, what can I do for dividers? And I was really struggling. I really didn't know what I really was having a hard time as to what I wanted to do for dividers. And so as I was thinking on it, I got this shipment it was from France. It came from France. I think I ordered it on Etsy. I don't know. But they're all vintage wallpapers. And I thought, okay, that's cool. I'll do all my dividers out of vintage wallpaper. So I had cut to size some cardstock, and I glued the wallpaper onto the cardstock, and that's what I was going to use. And this was my this was going to be my dashboard, and then this was going to be, and for some reason all these flowers, all these matching flowers were included, which I thought was Providence. That's fate leading me in this direction. So I did them all, the fronts and the backs, and they just, I don't know, they're stiff. I don't like the way they glued. I'm just going to go through and show them to you quick. I don't know. They were crooked. By the time I got the wallpaper on the cardstock, they were crooked. They buckled. I was not happy. I was not a happy camper. And they're all done because they're vintage wallpaper. The gems aren't, the pearls and all that stuff. The bling isn't, but like this is all vintage lace that I purchased every little piece of lace on here or embellishment other than bling is vintage. So I was kind of upset with myself that I wasted all this vintage lace, and I just was not happy. I mean, look at that. They just did not come out nice, and they're stiff, and I wasn't going to use them. I was not happy with them. So I thought on it for another couple days, and in the meantime, got my dividers from, I had mentioned in my last video that I was waiting on some dividers for my pocket. And I got these dividers, and it's like a light bulb went off in my head. They're laminated. Laminated, laminated, laminated. Say it one more time. Laminated. And I have always laminated my dividers. I don't know why. I don't know why. That just like went totally right out of my head. But it was then I realized, aha, that's the mistake I was making. And I know I mentioned in my last video that I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I had the stamina to do it with my arms and my shoulders, but you know what? I was like, I have to, because I'm not going to be happy with anything else that I do. I just have to get this done. And these were a lot of work. These were a ton of work. These took me forever to do, and they suck. Excuse my language, but they suck. So anyway, this is my Filofax Malden? Is it a Malden? I think it's a Malden. I wouldn't swear to it. But I love the color. And I was like, I found... I'll be right back. I want to show you the paper pad I used. I hope the cover's still on this. Yes. So, it's Stamperia Blues paper. I love this paper. My only complaint with this paper is it comes with 10 sheets. So it is impossible to do an album with one paper pad. It's just impossible. And they're relatively expensive for 10 pieces of paper. They are double-sided. They are lovely. They're all vintage looking. But I've tried to do albums with them, and it's frustrating. So I thought I'm going to pull this one out. Actually, this was the only one I could find, because I have others that I actually like better. But I thought the blue goes with the blue, so all's well that ends well. So this is the paper pad I used. And I actually cut down more and laminated than I ended up using. But I ended up using 6 dividers. And I divided them up a little bit different as well. I did divide them different. I divided them different, and I included different things in each section. So I didn't do an actual dashboard. I just have this flip thing, and on the front I put this little, most of the decorations other than the lace, which again is all vintage, and the bling are Planner Society. All the cards and things like that are Planner Society, journaling cards and all that stuff. So this, I don't even know what Planner Society kit this came in. I have no idea. But it says introvert, which is, I'm an introvert, as my daughter likes to let me know all the time. And just in the front, I just have this little notepad, sticky notepad. I don't put a whole lot of decoration stuff in my planner. I mean, I decorate, but I don't have a lot of extraneous stuff in the planner to decorate. And these washi things, I'll put washi on them at some point in time. I haven't done that yet. And this is a little paper clip that came from, I think it's Fabulous Planner. That's where I got these from. There's no mark on them. But that's where I got these from. I'm pretty sure it's Fabulous Planner. And she has a subscription kit that I'm going to try for a little bit, see how that goes. But that's kind of cute, the little envelope with the heart. And then these are just my appointment cards, and that's all I really have in the front. So then we get to my first divider, and like I said, they're laminated. This one, I actually like my dividers, the writing going this way. These are actually backwards for me. This one I had done the right way. All these ones I had done facing that way. And I thought, I'm not going to change all of these. I just changed this one to match the rest of these. But that's not the way I normally have my writing facing this way. That makes sense. So this is a little pocket from the Planner Society, little stick-on pocket. And again, these are vintage lace and some bling. And these are some stencils that came with I think it was wasn't the most recent. It might have been the September Planner Society kit, I'm not sure. But the little stencils, I thought they might come in handy, and they were cute. So I stuck those in there. So that's the front. And this is the back. And again, I got some bling and this little journal card or whatever, saying card. There's some vintage lace underneath here. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of blends in with the paper. But it says, "She is anything but ordinary." And I have the pearl and some bling. And then, so my first section is my calendar, month on 2 pages. And I just spent the day dating it and putting in my appointments. I have to go back over it in pen. But when I'm dating them, I prefer to do it in pencil because I tend to mess up. So I dated them, put in my appointments, holidays, birthdays, things like that. And I will go back in and do the color. I'll do it like this one. I'll show you if you can see the other video. But I write them in and then I color code them. So I know what they are. And that's my legend. So I will go back and do that with this one. I'm not in any rush to do it, but I will do it. And so I didn't put December in there. I have December in there, and there's only like a week left, and so there's only one appointment that I know we have to go to, so I'm not going to do December. And then this little paper clip again is from the Fabulous Planner, but it's adorable. It's a little eyeglasses. She had one kit that had they were eyeglass scissors, and I wanted them so bad, but I couldn't get the kit was sold out. So maybe she'll have them in a future kit. I don't know. But she has some really cute things. So I'm curious what her kits are going to be like. I hope I like them. So that's my calendar, and I only did up to, again, January 2021 because, like I said in the other video, old people book their appointments out 6 months. So I just have monthly. I don't do daily. I don't do weekly. I don't do any of that stuff. And this is my list section. And again, I put the little journaling card, and this says "Shine Bright," and it's got the this is all vintage lace, the bling, That's about all on this. The lace and the bling, and then I folded the lace over the top on this one and then attached it in the back. I need to glue that down a little better. And then she's just so cute, the little fox. She's just adorable. I have the fox through here a few times because she's really cute. So my list section is classes to complete, websites, important websites, so websites that are important to me, my master cleaning list, my seller purge and organize master list, my grocery master list, and I have two actually. This is like all personal care products. Mostly I get those from Amazon and Walmart. And then this is my grocery master list. It's my wish bucket list, which pretty much is the same as it was the last time. My recipe menu planner, and I haven't filled that in yet. I'm not sure what I want to put in there yet. General shopping list, and some of these I'm really like the general shopping list. I'm not going to start this till 2021. I'm just not. So like when there's something I need to shop for other than just general things, other than groceries or like clothes, if I need clothes or something like that, that will go on this list. And this is a general to-do list, just stuff around the house to do. And I've not done anything with that yet because I have to actually take care of this purge list that's in the front before I move on to anything else. And this is going to be my entertainment list for books, TV, and movies. And I used to do this up in Connecticut all the time. And the way things have been this year with COVID, things are starting weird. But what I used to do up in Connecticut was I would go through the fall preview and I would write down all the TV shows that I wanted to put into our DVR. And then as they came up, I would enter them in the DVR. Movie previews, if a movie looked good to me, whether it was something that was coming from the theater or something that was going to, an HBO movie or whatever, I would write that down. So in books, I used to love to read. I don't read so much anymore. I don't know why. I think because I love books. I love actual books. I am not a Kindle fan. I have a Kindle. I use it. I have the Kindle app on my iPad and my computer, but I love books and I love to read actual books, but they're so cumbersome now and I don't have the space. I don't have the space for them that we used to have up in Connecticut. We had a family room that had like all built-in bookshelves and things like that. So I actually donated a lot of my books before we moved, which broke my heart. But so I don't read so much anymore because I can't do Audible. Audible puts me asleep. I don't know why. If I start listening to an Audible book, I guarantee you within 15 minutes I'll be sound asleep. So Audible doesn't work for me, and like I said, I'm not thrilled to read off a Kindle. But anyway, if there were books I wanted to read, they would go on this list. These are my subscriptions, like my Planner Society, FabFitFun, which I had paid upfront for the year so I could do the customization, and I always miss it. I always miss it. So I don't know if I'm going to continue that one. I have to think about that. I have to check what the renewal date is and whether I want to cancel it or not. Craftsy, I don't know if anybody's heard of Craftsy. I had purchased, this was back when I was doing jewelry. That's how long ago it was, a lot of Craftsy. And it's crafters that teach. I had purchased a lot of programs or teaching, educational things. They're like, one of them was a wire work bracelet that I wanted to learn how to do, that type of thing. And somewhere along the line, they switched to Blueprint. And when they switched to Blueprint, I could not get all the all the craftsy things I had purchased, and I was really angry because I probably had 50 things that I had purchased on Craftsy that I could not access on Blueprint. And I would email them, and they couldn't find me, and blah, 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 blah. And finally, I got someone who was like, what email did you register in? And I'm like, oh my God, I probably registered 10 years ago on here. I don't remember. So I went back to my very first email and worked my way up, and she found me and connected all my classes, and I was so happy. Oh. But these are Planner Society, Perfect Planner. That's what it is. Perfect Planner. Fabulous Planner. I don't know. I have a couple planner ones. I have to decide what I want to do. I have one that comes all the way from Great Britain. I don't know how I got that one, but anyway. So these are my subscriptions. These are my donations that I make every month. And I think that's it for lists for now. Yeah. So then my next section is trackers, my trackers. And I tried to, I did lists up here. And down here it's very teeny tiny, but it says trackers. And this I thought was so pretty. It's so pretty. So of course it's vintage, and the vintage, and blah, 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 vintage. And this is the back. I thought this was pretty too, with the little vintage flowers. So here's my trackers. And these, again, are not going to start till 2021. But I want to try and do a mood tracker. I can tell you it's all going to be... Anyway, so what I did was I had a mood tracker somewhere. I had a printed copy that I had purchased somewhere. So I wrote down all the options that it gave you, like neutral, relaxed, happy, energetic, tired, stressed, angry, productive, blah, blah, blah. And I assigned them a letter. And then down here, I have the days of the month. And so whatever day it is, I'll move whatever I'm feeling, whatever letter corresponds to that feeling, I'll put it down with the day. And I left the back open to put if I want to make any notes. Like if I was angry or whatever on this day because I hadn't slept all night, that's going to be a note, that type of thing. No spend tracker. I started doing this the beginning of last year, and I was pretty faithful with it. But this I'm just going to write down the day of the month. And if I do spend anything, then it will go on my spending tracker, and I'll show you that. But that's where if I do whatever, spend on whatever, I'll note there what it was. And here's my spend tracker. So my spend tracker will have the date, the expense, whether it was a want or a need, the amount, and then any notes. So if I spend anything here, it's going to go over here. And it better be a need, not a want. Okay. And this is online order tracker. I order pretty much everything online, and I'm horrible at checking my emails. I am not faithful about checking my emails. So if I don't remember the vendor, then I could have ordered something I'll never get, and I wouldn't even know. So I decided this year I'll keep track of it, and it's the date, the vendor, what the item was, the cost, and how I paid for it, whether credit card, debit card, whatever, PayPal. So I want to try and keep that because I know there's things that I order that I don't remember I ordered, and it's not good. Weight tracker, just a simple date and the weight. And I don't weigh myself every morning. I don't do that, but that's going to be a weight tracker. An expense tracker, which is different than spending tracker. For me, the expense tracker will be things that are extraordinary, like we need a new toilet. Last year we needed a new toilet and we needed to fix our air conditioning unit, all within 3 weeks of each other. It was great. It was special. But that's what my expense tracker is going to be. It's going to be not extraordinary expenses, repairs, things, that type of thing. And again, it's the month, the date, the expense, the amount, the form of payment, and any note that I have. So, and credit card tracker, I want to keep track of my credit cards that I'm using. I actually closed a whole bunch of credit cards the last couple months. Just closed them out. I want to start relying on debit, not credit anymore, but you need some credit. And I have store cards that I don't use that frequently, so what I'll do is if there's a card that I use frequently, I'll set up a page just for that card so I can track it as I use it. If it's a store card that I maybe use once a year, I'll have a page that'll be all those cards, like my Macy's card and my Old Navy card and that type of thing. So frequently used cards will get their own page, and frequently used cards will be bundled together on one page. And I want to just keep track of Samson's heartworm and flea and tick because I tend to, it'll be the first or second week of the month and I'll be like, oh crap, I didn't give him his heartworm last month. So yeah, I need to start keeping track of that. And that's just going to be a check off for the month. Simple. Password tracker, because if my computer doesn't save my password, I don't remember it. So, and I don't know what Microsoft does. I swear they go in and change your password on you. I swear to God, because every time I go to put in my Microsoft password, when it asks me, it's never right. And I'm always changing it. So yeah, that's what that's for. Sleep tracker. I'm a horrible sleeper. I may have one night a week where I sleep through the night and sleep late in the morning if my husband is nice enough to get up with Samson for me. So, and I have a Fitbit, but I don't wear it. So this is a sleep tracker. It's just the date, the time I went to bed, if I woke up, the number of times if I woke up, the length of time I was awake when I woke up, the time I got up in the morning, and the total hours of sleep, and any notes like, my restless leg was bothering me, so I was up 10 times, or that type of thing. And a skincare tracker. I just started using a couple different kinds of skincare that I've had in my drawer. And luckily they have a long shelf life. So I want to see what with each, one's a retinol and one's a collagen. And I want to see which I like better, if I like one better than the other, or if together they work well. I have to, so I want to keep track of that. And this is a thing I found, and I will copy this over in some shape or form, that is your skin journey. And it's like your skincare routine and your morning, your evening, that type of thing. It's a whole big thing. And so I will copy that over because I do want to start keeping track of that. And this is another little fox. She's so cute. A little pink fox. And this is, it's a self-care because I couldn't find anything that was related personal. But this is my personal section. And so I have it blocked off because it's personal. And this is the back, again with the vintage lace, and it says My Days. But again, what I have in here is my medical history, my medications, my surgical history, my physicians, their phone numbers, my dentist and phone number. And like I said, I write poems, not saying they're any good, but I write them. Quotes, that type of thing. So that's what will go in here. And what I have in here, I don't have any quotes or anything that I can show you that are, that are in here. I haven't put any quotes in here yet. What I have in here is pretty personal, so I'm not going to show it to you. Sorry. And here's another little Foxy, and she says, "Bless this mess because this is my business section." Oh, dear Lord. I don't think I'm ever going to get organized, but this is my business section. And it was not, I don't know where this came from. But when I put it in, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, there's writing on that. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, the writing's upside down. Well, I had put the whole thing in upside down. So I had to take it all apart, put it back in the right way. It's what you get when you need glasses and you don't have up-to-date glasses. So this is it's business overview. And it's probably going to be like my mission statement, what I want my business to be, that type of thing. I've not done it yet. And I have vision goals. I said in the last video, I don't do goals. I'm not good with goals. I don't like goals. What I probably will do is some form of vision board and put that in here. That's more my thing. But this is a goals action plan that I was, if I did goals, which I really don't think I will. This is YouTube, things I want to do for YouTube, like this. And so for now, I just put my recent uploads and things that I need to finish. So to finish, I had tour of A5 setup, which I'm doing now. Pocket setup, I have to do that. I just got the dashboards in, but I will be doing that. And I did a video earlier this week. I pulled out a journal that I had gotten years ago. It came in a set of 2. It's sketch paper in it. And I wanted to customize the cover. And I messed it up. So I ended up doing 2 covers. So I did one video of the cover I messed up and how I fixed it. And I just finished the other one. So I'll do that video too. And on that video, I actually did some things on the inside that I'll share with you as well. So those are the videos that I had to finish. And then ideas for new videos. And once again, I had this YouTube planner page. I think this was something I bought, some planner thing that I bought. But anyway, I don't know if it was a business planner inserts, but anyway, it's I have to look it over and see really what it entails. But it's a YouTube planner that I might copy over into my own. Product planning and supplies that I would need for that. Again, there's this thing, but I kind of just did my own thing here. And it's new products that I want to come up with. And so one of the things I did that I was going to do for Christmas, which I had actually forgot, I was looking for something else and I found them, were stick pins. I made my own stick pins. They're a set of 3. They're not exactly the same. They are complementary to each other, but they're stick pins. The message paper clips. I had done some sun catchers. I had done some sun catchers. The sketchbooks that I showed you one. I didn't show you the other one that I did, but I did 2 sketchbooks. Those were the post-bound books. And the altered vintage books I did show you that. So that's where new product ideas will go. And then this is a spending tracker for business. So things that I need to purchase to either for new product production or, just pens and ink and stuff like that, paint. But that's what will go here. And I'll probably set that up pretty much like the other one. I haven't set it up yet because I don't plan on, I don't have any new products in my head right at the moment. I have too much I have to finish of what I have. This is an income tracker. I believe I have an expense tracker. They were together, but I guess not. But income tracker and business to do. So this would be like it's my Etsy shop maintenance, that type of thing. And here's the income tracker. I should move it while I think of it. And that's pretty much it for now with business section. I'm sure I'll be adding more as I go along, as I think of it. And then I did a whole big thing on this in the last video about contacts. And there was no contact thing in anything I had. So I did the little phone and the little pen, like ring-a-ding-a-ding, call my contacts type of thing. And again, the vintage lace. I'm repeating myself, but can't help it. And then this is, I don't know, when I'm on the phone, I have a cup of coffee usually, and used to always, years and years and years ago, have a cigarette, coffee, and cigarette. But for this one, I just brought over the pages from my personal, because I was lazy by the time I got to this point and did not feel like writing them all over again. I will eventually, and I'll put these back, but I didn't feel like doing it today before I did the video. And so that's it. There's a pad in the back here. I haven't added any pens yet, but I know in one video I did, and I don't know if it was the one that actually got posted, I mentioned these Sharpie pens and how much I love these Sharpie pens. They're gel pens, but they don't smear and smudge like regular gel pens. You can see them when you write. This one's blue, but you can see them actually drying as you're writing. So they don't, you can see, I don't have enough light here, but I don't know if you can see it on camera, but you can see it dry. You'll write and you can see it dry right along the line you wrote. So they don't smear, they don't smudge. They're little clicky pens, so you're not, you can close them. There's no cap to lose, because if there's a cap on it, I'm going to lose it. So I love these. The first ones I got came with, I think, 2 black, a blue, and a red, which I didn't realize. And I wasn't happy when my 2 blacks ran out, and all I was left with was a blue and a red. But I've been using the blue. I don't even know where the red is, to be honest with you, at the moment. So I bought a box of black because I didn't want to run out again. And then I'm a big mechanical pencil fan. I have pencils that I have to sharpen, and they're just annoying to me. So I love mechanical pencils. So Amazon had this box of like 100 mechanical. They're big pencils, like 100 mechanical pencils. I mean, these may last me a month. I don't know, but that's the other thing. Mechanical pencils. Those are my two go-to writing implements. So that's about it. And this makes me happy. I will use this. With the lamination, I was able to put stuff on them. They didn't buckle. They didn't get stiff. They didn't do this. These are just horrible. They're absolutely horrible. I mean, they're just awful. They're like, and you would think wallpaper would take glue. You would think it would take wet glue, but no, look what it did. They're just awful. What I may do is just pull off the bling and the lace and save that, and it breaks my heart that I may have to get rid of the vintage wallpaper, but I mean, those are unusable. They're horrible. So these make me happy. These bring me joy. They are functional. They're pretty. They aren't all stiff and wrinkly and ugly and whatever other adjective you can think of. So I'm happy. And this will be the planner that I'm going to use for 2021. And I have this little ball thing. I think it's a little flower. I think that's a little flower that's in it, little peach flower. So that's it. I just wanted to share that. I still have my, I did find the inserts. Once the dividers came for the pocket, I then couldn't find my inserts, and I just found them last night at about 2 o'clock in the morning. So that'll be the next thing that I'll do, because I carried that with me. So I'll have to do that. And then I'll do a video on that. I'll do a tour of that. So for now, I thank you for watching. And I just want to say, Foxy Fixes, they're great planners. They really are. But the main reason I gravitate to the Foxy Fix are the ring size. The rings are so much bigger usually. But I love Filofax. I have a whole bunch of Filofax. I love them. I wouldn't give them up for the world. They're a nice leather. They wear like you wouldn't believe. So I don't know. To each his own, I guess. Anyway, this is Lisa, the original Designing Diva, saying bye for now. I thank you for watching. Everybody, please stay healthy. Happy holidays. Please, 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 please be safe. Be safe and stay healthy over the holidays, please. Bye for now.